All rock bands are partially about idolatry and ego and money and greed and you know, Pink Floyd was no different than any other.
Got a flip top, cigarettes in the pocket, feeling good at the top, shopping at shops, walking in the sunshine.
On croyait en avoir fini avec Pink Floyd depuis que Roger Waters avait annoncé sa décision de s'en aller. Nous revoilà maintenant avec un Waters solo et un proto-Floyd sur les bras. La vie est parfois cauchemardesque. Pink Floyd, 22 ans de carrière, formé à Londres par Syd Barrett, le nouvel avatar du groupe, est mené par David Gilmour, que voici. Et à chaque interview, il déverse des torrents de haine, de fiel et de venin, sans parler de la désinformation.
Those people who buy records, they don't know anything about it except, you know, they don't care even. It's, you know, if this thing says Pink Floyd and they've liked Pink Floyd things before, and they buy it, and that's all they need to know.
Well, you know, if Ringo and George reformed and called themselves the Beatles, I personally would be extremely upset. But there are millions and millions of children out there who go, oh, the Beatles are coming to town. Wahoo! Let's go and buy tickets. Or, oh, look, a Beatles album's coming out. Well, let's go and buy it. That's all, and that's exploitation, and I think it's wrong. I've got nothing against, you know, Dave Gilmour and Nick Mason working together.
And you can...
Of course they wouldn't if they weren't working under the name Pink Floyd, because they can't stand each other.
The Wall, un film, un album et des chansons ultra paranoïaques, à l'image d'un groupe passé du psychédélisme à la technologie de pointe, avec l'album Dark Side of the Moon, sorti en 73. Un album autocondescendant mais historique, qui bat des records de longévité dans le top 200 américain, où il réside depuis 900 semaines. Incroyable mais vrai. On a cru à l'époque qu'il s'agissait de l'album hippie par excellence, mais leurs auteurs démentent formellement en parlant du contenu de Money, la chanson.
It's a piece about the pressures that impinge upon people and fear of dying and so on and so forth. It has nothing to do with space or flower power or any of that. It's just because it happened to be called, because one of my lyrics was used as the title in The Dark Side of the Moon, people have misinterpreted the whole thing for many years.
I find it very hard to understand or explain why that should endure this way. It's a very good record. I mean, it is fairly timeless. If I listen to it now, and it sounds good, it sounds fresh. I mean, you could imagine it coming out now.
The black and green scarecrow, as everyone knows, stood with a belt on his hat and straw.
Déjà à l'époque de Scarecrow, on voyait en Pink Floyd un groupe de drogués. Mais là aussi, les intéressés poussent de hauts cris. Oh.
We never sat down and thought we were making music for people who are stoned. I mean, we just didn't. We just sat down and made the music we wanted to make as well as we could make it. And most of the people in the band never went near any of that stuff. I mean, we won't go into the ones that did, and the guilty parties.
Le dernier album du nouveau Floyd mené par Gilmour est un tas de boue. Il s'intitule Momentary Lapse of Reason et c'est reparti pour un tour. Tiens.
Pete Townsend could say, I hope I die before I got old when he was a kid, but and people could say, no way, I'm going to be still singing rock and roll when I'm 40. But look at them, they're still singing rock and roll, they're well past 40, Mick Jagger to name but one. You know, I'm not going to sit and make a stupid prediction and suddenly find myself in 10 years' time still doing it.
Une tournée européenne en 88 pour Pink Floyd, déjà un disque d'or en France, on vit une époque formidable, une ère de renouveau.
The band is over. That's the end of it. The work is there, it stands, it'll be there, you know, it's recorded online. Sod the legend. It's not that important. In fact, it's important that it be destroyed.